Hi, so my name is Lou Brown. I'm president of the Bowie High School Parent-Teacher-Student Organization. Unfortunately, our last meeting, our January meeting, was canceled due to weather. So we still want to be able to provide important updates. And so with me on the line are two of the staff members from Guidance to talk about important dates for the spring semester. So can you just introduce yourself, those who I have on the line?
Hi, this is Michelle Gardner. I'm one of the school counselors here.
And Regina Moore, another school counselor.
Great. Well, thanks for making the time to help get some information out. So I understand you've got some updates and things you'd like parents to know for the spring semester?
Yes, definitely. We have lots of information for this month. The first thing is dual enrollment. My 10th grade and 11th grade students are eligible for dual enrollment for next year. Students will need to take the AccuPlacer test first. We offer the test here at Bowie High School. The testing window is going to be February 19th through March the 4th. Sign-ups will be in the guidance office or outside Ms. Slack, our testing coordinator's office. Once students take the AccuPlacer test, based on those results will determine what courses they qualify for. The next step will be the application process, which will not be until April. We have some good news with dual enrollment. We have what's called a coast counselor here at Bowie High School. And what a coast counselor is, they're employed by Prince George's Community College, but they're here to help with all of our dual enrollment students. So her name is Miss Laurel Comboy. She's with us here at Bowie High School on Mondays and Tuesdays and some alternating Fridays. Her office is located in North Guidance, and she can assist parents and students with any dual enrollment questions. She'll be the one that will be pulling the students in to go over their AccuPlacer test and assist them with their applications. So if parents or students have further questions, they can actually contact Ms. Comboy since she started last week, and again, Mondays and Tuesdays for sure. Next thing I wanted to mention was our spring field trip on April 5th. We are taking 2 buses of 11th grade students and 1 bus of 9th grade students to the NACAC College Fair at the Sports and Learning Complex. The cost is $10. The fare is free, but we need to cover the cost of the buses. And the permission slips are going to go out on March 1st. There'll be over 200 colleges there, so it is a great opportunity for the juniors to start exploring college choices for next year. Lastly, we wanted to discuss registration. It's that great time of year again where the students get to choose the courses for next school year. So the counselors will be going into the classrooms, the 11th grade classrooms on February 6th and February 7th, and we're going to give presentations to those students about the registration process and graduation requirements. The 10th grade students will be talking to them on February 12th and February 13th, and the 9th grade students, we went into the classrooms at the end of January, and we're finishing up with the 9th graders this week. The deadline for AP applications is February 22nd, and those applications can be found on our Bowie High School Counseling website under registration. And on that note, I'm going to transfer off to Ms. Moore, and she can talk more about our great new website and the registration process for this school year. Ms. Moore?
Okay, so if you are on the school counseling website, there is a link at the top. There's a video, a basic video on our homepage that gives kind of a summary of the registration process. But at the top of the page is the 2019-2020 registration link, which is when you go to that page, then there's a link where you would open to our separate registration website, which has all the information that you need and who to contact, and it's for the current, it's for rising 9th grade students and our current 9th, 10th, and 11th grade students. There's a separate AP page with the AP applications as well as the course description. There's also a quick link reference for who and where to turn in the AP application. On the registration forms page, each student will fill out a Google form picking out their courses for the upcoming school year, and they want to pick out the classes based on using the form based on the grade level that they will be in next school year. They do have to log in using their PGCPS account. And underneath that are going to be a couple other videos as well. One is to kind of go through in a little more detail about the AP information, and then there'll be one sample video that's being made on if they had questions about filling out the Google form. And that way counselors will have everybody's choices, and we really want students, when they pick out their electives, there is a place on the Google form where they need to list and order their choices, and we really want them to do that so we know what elective choices they want to have. Otherwise, if they do not complete a form, the counselors will be picking classes for students. And then in probably sometime in May, we will review course selections with students, and then they'll have an opportunity probably in late May to make any changes to their choices before the school year ends.
That was a lot of great information. Mind if I toss a few questions?
Sure.
So if we can back up a little bit to AccuPlacer, do students need to study for AccuPlacer, and what is tested?
So they don't need to study, but they certainly can study. There is a link on the counseling website, the Bowie High School counseling website, that can take them to some study skills for AccuPlacer. They may even just be able to Google it as well. And there is study guides, and they go through Khan Academy to study for the AccuPlacer. And it is 2 sections. One is English sentence skills, and the other one is math.
So Khan Academy has some link to AccuPlacer?
Yeah, they have some free study information, as well as I think the College Board website also has some free questions and prep stuff for the AccuPlacer as well.
Okay, that's awesome. And do students have to miss class to take the AccuPlacer? Like how?
Yes.
When?
Yes, they will be pulled from class. We're going to test over multiple days, and when they sign up, one of the questions is your first period teacher. They will be getting passes. The test is not timed, but it generally takes students approximately 2 hours to complete. So they'll most likely only miss maybe a class and a half. Some students may take a little longer, but the average is about 2 hours. I
see. And is it free to take the AccuPlacer?
Yes, absolutely free to take the AccuPlacer.
Okay,
and
great.
Students will be notified in their PGCPS email, those that qualify for dual enrollment. They should be getting an email from PGCC dual enrollment in the next couple of weeks, probably even sooner than that.
Meaning like a couple of weeks after they take the test?
No, meaning now, like a couple of weeks from now, they'll get an email that they qualify for dual enrollment, and if they haven't taken the AccuPlacer, to make sure they sign up for it.
Gotcha.
Students need a minimum GPA, cumulative GPA of a 2.5. So they will target those students, 11th and 10th graders, with a 2.5 cumulative GPA to encourage them to take the AccuPlacer test.
Got you. And then after they take the test, how long do they have to wait to know like results?
So they can see the results at the end of the test. They may not know what that means though. So we encourage the students they can jot it down. But ultimately, now that we have Ms. Comboy here, who is our coast counselor working for Prince George's Community College, partnering with us, they can make an appointment with her soon after the test and sit down, and she can go over all the results and what that means for them in regards to Prince George's Community College.
Gotcha. And so that was going to be my next question. Is dual enrollment exclusively for the ability to take classes at Prince George's Community College, or are other nearby colleges like Bowie State or Anne Arundel County options for taking classes as well?
Actually, any Maryland school, any Maryland college is an option. We encourage our students to take courses at either Prince George's Community College or Bowie State University because we have a working relationship with them, PGCPS, and those universities where we have dual credit programs that we do not offer at the other colleges, and it's more seamless, but we don't deny students who want to look at other schools.
I see. That's helpful. I have a question about registration. So you talked about using a Google form in order to register. Is this the very first time we're having students have the ability to go online to register, or was this a possibility already?
No, this is the very first time here at Bowie to do it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's huge news.
Yeah. So it's the first time we'll be doing it, and hopefully it will be successful.
So 2,400 something students registering on Google. Is that right?
Give or take, yes.
So hopefully we don't crash Google. So let's see, that's registration. And then I had maybe just one or two questions about advanced placement. So students need to be current ninth graders to be able to apply for advanced placement courses. Is that right?
Very good question I didn't mention. Thank you for bringing that up. Yes, our current ninth graders are eligible to take AP Government next year or AP Human Geography next year.
Okay. And then how would a ninth grader, for example, get an understanding of whether or not taking advanced placement is right for them or a good fit for them? How would they get a sense of, whether or not they should apply and whether or not it's a good fit or the workload or anything like that?
To start with, the most thing they would want to do to start with is to talk to their teacher, their history teacher, for one, get a full understanding. And then what is on the registration site is the AP course description so that they can really see what it entails. Are we? No.
Yeah. Another thing is if the student is motivated and willing to put forth the extra work, and it's not impossible extra work, but it is extra work, then we're going to support them in the application process.
And there is summer work that they will have to complete as well.
Right. Real quick, can you just state the overall benefit of both dual enrollment and the benefit of pushing yourself to take an advanced placement course?
So with the advanced placement courses, our college-bound students come senior year will be, when they're applying to colleges, one of the questions that gets asked of the school counselors on the secondary school report is the rigor in the child's coursework. Having AP courses in there will highlight their transcript when applying to colleges. That's just one positive thing to taking APs. Another is it is starting to get more critical thinking with the students more on the collegiate level. So it's a smoother transition from high school to college. And then there's the great possibility of taking the AP exam at the end of the course and being able to earn college credit prior to entering college. Dual enrollment, similar. In fact, it does show rigor that you are going above and beyond what's offered here at Bowie High School, whether you take a dual course or a dual credit class, either way, equally important. And again, you can earn college credits. We encourage students to take general ed type classes that are highly transferable. Generally, there's no issues within the state of Maryland. Can't really speak for schools outside of the state of Maryland, how many courses will or will not be accepted.
I see. And I remember last year, I don't remember if it was fall semester or spring, there was an information night for advanced placement. I believe the high school was undertaking an effort to try to promote more students going into advanced placement. Is there going to be any sort of information night like that?
That is a fabulous question, and as of right now, we do not have one on the books. I do not know if they will come up with an AP night or not, but as of right now, we do not have one scheduled.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, this sounds like a lot of great information.